Hello, welcome back to the channel. I have the last beer from the June beer haul. This is Shiner Texhex Hazy IPA. It is Desert Mirage. And again, it's their Texhex Witch. This is a hazy India Pale Ale brewed with cactus water. They were all brewed with cactus water. This one is 8% ABV. It says a light bending hazy IPA brewed with cactus water and juicy resinous strata hops, 45 IBU. And I will try to remember to read the IBU on the IPAs. Sometimes I forget. Usually I forget. I need to do better on that. If it's an IPA, I should always tell you the ABV and the IBUs. And again, this was Spaetzel Brewery, Shiner, Texas. And again, like I said, I was happy when I could find the sea salt lime and the Shiner Black. It was the Shiner. I think they got the Shiner Bock too, but I wanted the ones that were more interesting. So again, we got this one's the only glass I kept out when packing for the move, because while I think I did do some reviews before I moved out here from Albuquerque in plastic cups, possibly, I wanted to have a little bit more class this time. Got my cute little mushroom ghost with his little shoes. And I had my ghost shoes on, but I took them off because my feet were getting hot. It was possibly the last day for Road America at Elkhart Lake. So I was running around like crazy today. Again, this has an orange color, not quite as pronounced as some of the others. I think it has to do with the hops, the type of hops, but I'm not sure which hops make which color. Although at least one of them had Citra, which I think was the one that made them more orange, and there were combinations of hops. This one just has the one. Little different taste. It's just the Strata, which is a different flavor from the Citra. It doesn't have that. It's got a bit of a citrusy nose to it, but not as much. It's got more of that piney smell. And a little bit more bitterness. But the cactus water gives it a different character. It's definitely a hit. Usually in a mixed pack, I have a favorite, but because these are so different from each other, it's like the old saying of comparing apples and oranges. So I can't really totally pick one out that I like the best. This is one where I like all of them. They're all a hit. There's no misses. There's no middle of the road. They're all solid hits. But again, as I've said before, Shiner is one of those brewers that doesn't disappoint. I don't think I've ever had a beer from them that I don't like. I always say I don't think because my memory is wonky, and it's been years. We've been doing this for 7, coming up on 8 years now. So yeah, this one doesn't have as thick a body to it. It's just the one hop. Is it sessionable? Not at 8%? No. It's about normal for a beer in that range. You could have more than one, but you're still going to want to not slam them. One of the other ones I'm getting ready to upload is the Lucky Buddha Enlightened Beer. That one I think comes in at around 4, maybe 4.5. That one is highly sessionable. Spoiler, sweetie. Again, I'm talking about a review that I did before this one in a video that I'm recording after. Like I said, I do strange things like that. That's it. No news. No news is good news, I guess. So, but I will keep you up to date, and when I get more news on the apartment that I'm moving into, I will definitely let you know. Oh, you can see off to the left there, that's one of the containers I'm going to use in the new coffee bar. Um, I bet you. Oh, there you go. That's the coffee bar. You were. This is what you were seeing. Okay. The back of this, I saw. I was having a brain cramp. I saw this and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like, oh wait, yeah, that's. I was thinking, for some weird reason, that it was one of the coffees in there, but there's no way it could have been a coffee in there because it's up here. Like I said, it's been a rough day. My brain is. So I'm going to wrap this up before I get any more derpy than I already am. And again, do something funny here. There, now it looks like the ghost is holding my beer. Anyway, silliness aside, if you like these random, interesting, unusual WTF kind of videos, anything from goth on a budget, snacks, housewares, toys, clothing, alcohol, always, usually typically with an unusual or spooky theme to them. Sometimes they're just like oh, this looks odd, let's try it, kind of things. Give us a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, hit the bell once. If you want notifications as to when this random crazy old lady is doing her videos, or when I'm uploading the ones in my backlog, hit the bell a second time. And you can stay up to date with the latest craziness, or at least new for you. Because sometimes, like I said, when I get a backlog, I just upload them in order, with the exception of the one that I uploaded out of turn because I forgot it, and one I'm sitting on, which is the last soap haul from TJ Maxx because it's a 21-minute video. Other than that, they're typically in order, and also with the exception of Teen Pajamas, which is usually on a Wednesday, and I put that on hold because the last one I did, it took days to upload, and it was past its airing date, the date that I like to have it up. So anyway, what I was trying to say is it'll be up to date for you. They might not always be on time. They might occasionally be out of order, but I do my best to keep things straight. And once we have Wi-Fi again and we're settled into another new abode, we'll be back on schedule more with the uploads. But anyway, yeah. If you want to know, like I said, the random wobbly, timey-wimey stuff, hope I don't get copyright struck for that. Yeah, notifications. Enjoy the weather. It's hot as heck here. It's in the 90s or even in the hundreds, which is unusual for Wisconsin, I think. Um, enjoy a cold libation, fermented or not, depending on your preferences, with your favorite bats, ghouls, monsters, etc. And as always, drive responsibly. Take turns driving the hearse, which means give the designated Dracula a turn so they can imbibe as well. And vampires, please remember your large parasol and your 100 SPF or more if you can find something that high, so you don't turn into a pile of ash. And always take care of the shapeshifters and the cryptids and other rare and unusual creatures because they do need our extra love and support right now. They should have it anyway, but right now they need more than they would usually. I love all of you beasties. I'll see you in the next video. I love you now. Bye.